Hey everybody, happy Friday. Good job everybody on your test the other day. Most people did very, very, very well. See, this online thing ain't too bad. So we just finished up arithmetic sequence. Today we're going to do a different type of sequence called a geometric sequence. So I gave you two examples of geometric sequences. Remember, in an arithmetic sequence, the terms have a common difference. When you subtract any two terms, it's the same number. We call that the common difference. Look here, geometric sequence, 2, 4, 8, 16, right? These don't have a common difference. These actually have a common ratio, meaning that if you divide any two consecutive terms, 4 divided by 2, 8 divided by 4, 16 divided by 8, common ratio, although that ratio for each of those is 2. So we say here R is equal to 2. The common ratio is 2. Consecutive terms have a common ratio. Here, 3 divided by 9, 1/3. 1 divided by 3, 1/3. 1/3 divided by 1 is 1/3. So this is a geometric sequence where R is 1/3. Right? So geometric sequences have a common ratio. We call that R. So just like arithmetic sequences had formulas for the nth term, so does a geometric sequence. Geometric sequence is AN equals A1, the first term, times the common ratio to the n minus 1 power. This is the formula for the nth term. Here is how we can find R if I give you any two terms of a geometric sequence. It's the root, the n minus m root of an divided by am. So you divide the terms and you take the root when you subtract the two number terms of the sequence. When we do example 3, you'll see how we use this formula. All right, so I have a couple easy examples here. Number 1, I give you this geometric sequence and I want to find the 10th term. So first of all, what is the first term here? The first term is 3. What is the common ratio? Well, we divide. 6 divided by 3, 12 divided by 6. The common ratio is 2. All right? So the first term is 3, the common ratio is 2. So I can write the formula for the nth term here. I can write an equals 3, a1, times 2 to the n minus 1 power. And now I can find the 10th term by plugging in 10 into n. So it's 3 times 2 to the 10 minus 1 power. That's to the 9th power. Now, to evaluate this, we don't multiply 3 times 2 first. We got to do order of operations. We're going to do 2 to the 9th power and then times 3. So let's take out the calculator. 2 to the 9th power times 3. And the 10th term here is 1,536. There's my 10th term. Next, I want to write the formula for the nth term. So, I'm going to use this formula up here. I need to know A1 and R. A1 is 9. First term is 9. What is R? Well, to find R, we got to divide any two consecutive terms. You can do 9 halves divided by 9, 9 fourths divided by 9 halves, 9 eighths divided by 9 fourths. You divide any two consecutive terms. If you divide 9 over 2 divided by 9, that equals 1/2. So R is 1/2. So the formula for the nth term, an equals a1, which is 9, times the common ratio 1/2 to the n minus 1 power. This is the formula for the nth term. Number 3, I want to find R. I'm giving you the third term is 27, the fifth term is 243. Find R. So I'm going to use this formula right here. So first I have to find the root. The root I get by subtracting the numbered terms. The fifth term and the third term. So 5 minus 3. So 5 minus 3 goes up here. And 243 divided by 27 goes here. So 5 minus 3 is 2. So that's going to be square root, right? Square root is 2 here. 243 divided by 27 is 9. What is the square root of 9? 3. So my common ratio here is equal to 3. Lastly, number 4, I give you the formula for the nth term. 5 times 1/2 to the n minus 1 power. I want to find A1, I want to find R, and then I want to find the 7th term. Well, in the formula for the nth term, the first number is your first term. So 5 is my first term. A1 is 5. The number in parentheses is the r. R is 1/2. And now if I want to find the 7th term, I plug in 7 for n. So it's going to be 5 times 1/2 to the 7 minus 1 power. Well, 7 minus 1 is 6. So on the calculator, I'm going to evaluate 1/2 to the 6th power and multiply by 5. So on the calculator, 1/2 raised to the 6th power times 5. And I would like the answers as fractions. This number as a fraction is 5/64. 5/64. All right? You should be able to use your calculator to convert decimals to fractions. I want these answers in fraction form. All right, so that's geometric sequence. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. After doing arithmetic sequence, this should be pretty easy. All right, again, a geometric sequence is a sequence of numbers that has a common ratio. A common ratio, meaning that if you divide any two consecutive numbers, it's a constant. 4 divided by 2, 8 divided by 4, 16 divided by 8, all are 2. 3 divided by 9, 1 divided by 3, 1/3 divided by 1 is 1/3. Here's the formula to find any number term, and here's how you find the common ratio if I give you any two terms of the sequence. Again, happy Friday. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Please reach out to me for anything. I'm here for you guys. Miss you guys. Talk to you soon.